first things first. Rakura Swarm. You're just gonna... Oh, wait. Unpause for half a second for the game to realize where everything is. You're gonna fly in here, claim this station, fly here, and then fly up here. Claim both these stations and cut them out. Teeming Swarm is just gonna go straight to Groman. Thundering Swarm will go straight to Oglia. And that'll basically be that. Devastating Swarm, you're gonna go to Haldoris. And you will go in... I can't have you follow the Devastating Swarm now, can I? This should be the Devastating Swarm? Yes, you'll be following the Devastating Swarm in. Pestilent Swarm is going to make a beeline for Baltris. I sent you both to the exact same spot, didn't I? I didn't, because that's not the transport fleet I was thinking it was. Why, thank you. I'm always happy whenever anyone compliments my voice, purely because, honestly, it's about the only thing people ever compliment me on, so... Woohoo! What? Oh god! I completely forgot. That's in an L gate, so... Alright, wait, it's in an L gate. Why am I going to gun straight for there? Hold it, we have people already in the L gate cluster. Stalking Swarm, you're gonna stop being bored. Guess what? You're gonna go into the Maw and just completely dominate this place in less than a day. Ceaseless Swarm, you're gonna march up through here, and then go to the Maw. Combat Swarm. Just gun straight for VMOS. Ravaging Swarm, you're gonna go for 2, and then head to Ablapis. And that should cut the majority of their empire to ribbons before there's any real reaction. Rushing Swarm, we can do some silly, shonky business by initiating a jump order to Ziplir, and then sending you straight, or not straight north, but just sending you north. Alright, with this strategy we should claim half their territory within... I'll give it 2 months' time. So you've appeared, and immediately they're going to take out the Maw. Okay, things are happening. I don't think the game likes that things are happening. The game is kind of rebelling against me. So, reselect Stalking Swarm, you're going to move up to Ligier. I don't want to pronounce that, because I think that'll be pronounced... It is actually pronounced Legiz. I'm so happy.
We have adapted a species to suit our needs.
Good lord.
Our construction is complete.
Well, livestock, more species later. So much throw dust, and we're still not able to use it. I would salviate over any of this if I only weren't a Bioascension Empire. If I were a Psychic Empire, it'd be beautiful. Oh? Oh ho ho. So you're engaging us in a fight. That's funny. Why would you engage us? Do you have a death wish? You most certainly must. Oh well, they're all cleared out anyway. What else do we have going on here? You're taking your sweet time making it through the galaxy. As we all are. I was gonna say, I gave you guys your orders, right? Right. And the Dreadnought follows the Devastating Swarm wherever it goes. Oh. Northward bound you go. Fair enough, I recently learned that No Man's Sky had the VR version as well. It seems like it'd be fun. I'm glad that they had a decent story about fixing themselves up. Maybe some companies who released some amazing in concept games but trash in execution will get the hint that, hey, we'll still be willing to pay for your game if you actually fix it. Okay, maybe not pay for the game, but if you at least fix it, you'll get a lot more respect than not doing anything of the sort. And hopefully they turn into a full-fledged game company with decent morals. Unlike a few others we've heard of. So these all stop moving before too long. You won't go to Uthan's Maw. You're actually going to go northward bound through Withier and hit up this place. Actually, correction. Withier, then head down south and conquer all this. Would you believe me if... Well, actually, it wouldn't be that hard to believe. I haven't actually ever tried a VR set. As silly as it sounds. Oh my gosh, they're actually getting a decent battle group together. Well, we've conquered most of their territory. Or at least cut them off from the rest of their empire. What do these xenophobic isolationists have? You won't be able to threaten anyone else when we have finished dismantling your war machine. That's funny. You're at war with me 3 times. That is actually hysterical. Thank God for jump drives. So, you're here. You're taking basically everything. Can you just sit on top of the Empire's capital when you're done? We're gonna have to bombard these people back into the Stone Age before we claim it. Real 6 DOF VR. Perhaps I will. I know I've got a... Down at the fraternity house I live at, when I'm on campus, there's someone who has a decent amount of VR and likes putting it up occasionally, so I'll give it a try. At some point. I originally wanted to convince them to mess about with a bit more on Beat Saber. So I'll see what they've got. Oh god, that almost killed it in one shot. I'm so glad. So, 30k fleet power versus nearly 170. Stalking Swarm, if you lose your Admiral, I'm going to be peeved. I guess our north... Oh, you actually went out to fight me? Separately? Do you have brain damage? You actually had something that was remotely threatening and you threw it all away by jumping the gun. Why would you try to be a hero? Anyway, just get a move on and claim both of these, will you? You're not guarding anything important. We don't need you. I'm complete. Alright, I was upgrading you. Right, so this transport fleet will actually be heading down south, because we're going to clear up this subsector first. Because we have 2 Empire capitals to deal with.
Our construction is complete.
Talk about melting. I haven't touched it in a while. I was originally planning to, and I was hoping that, in all honesty, this Stellaris game would have been over and done with about a month ago. But the problem we're currently facing is that I'm waiting for one of 2 conditions. Either I own the galaxy, which I basically do, but it seems that our opposition is actually gaining the ability to stand against me. It's either I own the galaxy, or the endgame crisis comes in and I crush it. thereby asserting my dominance over all these people. Problem is neither of those are happening quickly. Only recently have I actually started doing my war machine to such an insane level of, like... Only recently have I done my war machine to such an insanely quick pace. And I'm going to have to continue with this pace if I'm going to actually pull something off. Just enter orbit on the planet. We'll claim this starbase before too long. I'm assuming their armies aren't really that useful. Yeah, we should be able to crush them. Thank God you gained a trait. The color of my pops are generally supposed to be blue, like a purplish red, like the regality of purple. But the color for any Stellaris player will be green, just so you can easily differentiate your species from everyone else's. The color of our flag is green with a gold hand in the middle, with a grabbing the sand of terra firma. For the conquest of the Multixian Devouring Swarm. Yes, if it is green, I completely own it. If it's... Unfortunately, if it's like a dark green like this, no, I don't own it. It's an enemy. If it's yellow, it's neutral. If it's red, it's an enemy. These lines are hyperspace jump lanes. These are the ways your ships can travel between space, unless you use a jump drive, which allows you to go anywhere within this dashed bubble. And then, basically, this is very, very late game, so there's a lot of stuff here that... Oh, line colors, sorry. Cyan, teal, light blue, whatever you want to call it, you're able to jump between these lanes. Orange, you're not able to touch those lanes because someone closed their borders to you like a moron, thinking that would actually stop you.
Our construction is complete.
There's a planet here, isn't there? Of course. Wait. Oh yes, there is a planet here. Alright, I'm not crazy. The purple blob here is a rival, it is a rival empire that I'm currently in the process of dismantling. That's a dreadnought. I don't want to send... I want to send the dreadnought away. Devastating swarm. I need you to go north? Yeah, we can just send you north to Zosma. Oh, if you're asking about this purple blob, rival empire, if you're asking about this purple blob, it's a strategic resource, much like gold, horses, or otherwise would be in civilization. There's an actual army that slipped past. I'm shocked. Well, they're not going to last for long, but... Stop straying from the hive mind, you useless bastards. What? Blocked every single route there. How strong are these defenders? Not very. How strong are you? They're one of my moderate fleets. Just... for giggles and grins. Just dive right into this place where you don't have to be assaulted and just sit there.
Planetary infestation begun.
Ah, music to my ears.
Our construction is complete.
After claiming Memaz, can you merely follow in the footsteps of this small, pathetic fleet and gut them? Fair enough.
Our void hive is under attack.
I need to go visit a dentist. My teeth are quite in order, but there was a warning given a long time ago that was kind of brutally ignored, but being the person that I am, I usually have a hard time keeping myself honest about going to get those types of things fixed of my own accord. I honestly need to call and set up an appointment at some point for either doctors or dentistry, which will probably now have to be in late December. And that's another empire gone. Micro-empire as it is. You all can jump to Ablapis, and we'll claim parts of Ablapis. And that's all.
Our construction is complete.
I don't want to fight another one with 1,000 enemies. Wait, that wasn't the end of their... Hold on. Do they have more? That should have been the end of... Yeah, it was. It just didn't say that that empire died. Were they that weak? Did the game actually just say, I don't care about you? Because I could believe it. It would be funny. Where'd our other transport fleet go? Oh, you're here. Alright. Might as well downgrade the other stations. It's not like they're going to be of any use to us for much longer. Well, they'll cease to be as soon as our main fleet reaches them, because they can't escape. Oh look, it's like looking in a mirror. You really should have joined the hive mind when you were born. And didn't abandon us. But ah well, you won't exist for much longer. I wonder if you could design starships, with the main purpose of those starships being a general killer, much like you could in Total War.
Our construction is
Because you
complete.
can theoretically stack the ability to prevent starships from fleeing to hyperspace. Because that's not that difficult to think of. Oh, you fools, just land! That's all you need to do. You are our best general. You should know better. Then soon, very soon, we can take on the dimensional horror. And that will be the last true Leviathan that we can slay. There's the Tenyaki matriarch, but there's no reward that's really worth it from the Tenyaki matriarch. No matter how much food we get. And it would also simultaneously anchor every single Tenyaki across the entire galaxy.
Our construction is complete.
Ah, our most glorious general. The decorated, max-level leader. Guiding our armies to victory. With wing and proboscis. Honestly, the ground-based armies never really look that fancy, but they get the job done. Where did the music go? Actually, moderately curious. Anyway. What? Wait, you just finished, right? Oh. No, you were busy. Oh god. I stopped you in the middle of it. Whoops. Turn around. You were doing the right thing. I was an idiot. There go all the troopers. And you're bombing that planet into non-existence, correct? No. Go and do so. Now this is the enigmatic cache. We can't make sense of this vessel, if I remember correctly. And while I would love to make the enigmatic cache do something for our species, we'd have to take 90% of all planets in existence to be able to pull that off. I'll leave it with no other option but uplifting us even further into something horrendous and something beautiful.
Planetary infestation begun.
Oh yes, thank goodness. The speed of our planetary infestations is basically the only thing holding us back. If they could go slightly faster, we could take out the rest of this place. Hallelujah. That one's over and done with. And now for you to instantaneously teleport yourself down here. And you can go to Zosm. In the Myriad system, our gateway is finally done. Now we can spend the time to activate it and be praised as our ability to traverse the galaxy fixes itself, piece by piece.
Enemy nest taken.
Oh no 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 no. Don't pretend to say that our exotic gases, that our volatile motes have run out. Get those armors and weaponry back online, or so help me, I will strangle you myself. I really wish to take this place back, but I can't because there's still FTL blockers in the way. Oh well, at least we can start bombarding these planets. A new relic activation. Now what? I mean, I don't need to spawn pops. We've got plenty of those already. And we could boost our engineering speed, but that kind of seems redundant. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go Rubricator. Get the 30 minor artifacts to keep spending, and continue to reverse engineer technology. Combat drugs is not going to speed things up, sadly. Let's get harmonic isolation.
Our construction is complete. Our construction is complete.
Oh, yes, you've done your jump. Can you please go over here and claim this world so we can end another one of the minor empires that dot this land? And let me fix these planets so they stop whining about, oh no, help us, we need constant direction to build because the person in charge won't make these planets automatically manage themselves. Because the automatic manager is quite frankly garbage.
Planetary infestation begun.
Where did these guys come? Oh, okay. You know what? It at least makes sense. They can take it back because we're going to surround them anyway. This game doesn't like what we're doing to it. Really, I don't like what we're doing to it either. Ah, you finished. Wonderful. Go over here and claim this system, please. Technically, there is a really funny strategy where I could generate infinite pops by just giving control of a system back to another empire by repeatedly claiming a habitat in it, but you know what, I don't feel like messing with a strategy like that. And I don't know if the game, or the developers behind Stellaris were smart enough to think about that. Because your pops don't instantly die, so you can generate 1,000 pops from nothing by repeatedly giving a system back to them, flying your people back in, and gaining more pops. Ah, the skeletal frame of a ring world is complete in the far corner of the galaxy. Very far corner. It's right here, right? Yes. Well, complete a ring world section. Go on to the other. We can't complete another ring world section. So we'll work on that one and then go on to the rest. Hallelujah. Another conquest is done. A little micro-empire ceases to be. Get up to Lijiz. That name is still going to bug me to eternity, but it should. And the most glorious of generals will continue his march. It still baffles the mind how that's so much faster. The greatness of the Multic Swarm is such that we can line the exhibition stations for mega art installation with priceless artifacts. Let the Xenos look upon our works.
Planetary infestation begun.
And despair the beauty of the perfected mega art installation. Where is it? Perfection. Wondrous. The game really didn't like me looking at this. It really didn't. Can I zoom out? Please? Back to another ring world. Are we still fighting on this planet? We must. Yes, we've been fighting for a long time. Okay. It's our younger general. He's bloodthirsty, but he'll get there at some point. Okay, you can't have no orders, because I ordered you to go down to planet, so I'm expecting for you to show up at some point. Yeah, you are landing armies. There we go.
Our construction is complete.
Well, the teaming swarm has ceased combat, so you can go to Zosma.
Planetary infestation begun.
There are so many planets that you all are fighting over. Aggressive observation. Why would I do passive?
Enemy nest taken.
Ah, it's another one of these galactic scums down. Hallelujah. You're gonna transport yourself right up to the Jabin Maelstrom, and then are gonna go to Zosma to deal with all that. Sorry. You're going to complete your jump. I wish I could back down from one extra order, but I guess I'll just sit here watching you, so that as soon as you're done jumping in...
Enemy nest
Oh
taken.
no, Ablapus has just been taken out. Neat. So now you'll jump to Ljiz, and we'll start claiming that subsystem area. This is another...
Our situation log is updated.
What world? This world. Alright, remove the malfunctioning implants, gain a little bit of engineering and bio research. Now the real question here is... I gotta remove everything from another world, because this world is terrible, with no redeeming qualities. At least they're normal pops and not robots. So time to resettle everyone and everything on this world.